Minister.
I'll ask Count Corla. I would firstly point to the fact that this is another whistleblower, another scandal, another report being commissioned by a multidisciplinary team, and the same old worn path is now being followed by the state. It starts with mutterings from the Taoiseach and Minister in this House, suggesting there's another side to the story. And I'm sure, like all other whistleblowers, Shane Carr will not enjoy his employment with the department, and that is something that has happened with every whistleblower that ever comes to the fore. The officials and their families, we are told, have to be considered. There are decent officials there, and they are doing a decent work. But let's just look at this. This was an attempt by officials to put together dossiers on every single case. And they were doing that. And we can't ignore it. We want to investigate it, so what do? We appoint, as I see here, it's going to be directed by the Secretary-General, which will provide the factual detail related to these issues. How can you appoint the Secretary-General that tried to gag RTE and Primetime? If that was a politician that made that call, we would be asking that politician to resign his position. And that is a fact. The efforts being made smack of cover-up. They smack of the same old, all over again. I give you the example of Grace. The Grace case, 2017, went on for a decade, and there was a whistleblower. Ask the department, where is that whistleblower now? That whistleblower is out of a job, tied up in court, and it is the employer, funded by the HSE, that let that person go. It's an absolute disgrace and a scandal, the way we treat whistleblowers. We have TUSLA. Did they ever rectify their files in relation to Maurice McCabe? We have Noel McGree, another man out of a job. I'm pointing to these, I'll ask Count Corla, as examples of decent people that came forward and tried to do some service for the state. And they end up as being the victims. They end up out of a job. They end up being spoken about badly in this House, as happened previously, and no doubt will happen again. How many live cases have you now, Minister, in the department on this issue? How much did the senior counsel and all of that report cost? Will you implement a different type of review that is independent and is not headed by the department? It says here in your script, the department's view is that the legal approach has always been to settle on the best possible terms. That is a lie, because the department has a record of fighting every single case right down to the end. And in spite of what we say in this House, the civil service will continue on doing what they have done over the years. And my last question is, in all of the ministers for health that we have had, did they not know about this? And if they didn't know about it, what kind of a job were they doing as a Minister for Health?